Good morning, class. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully, you guys are having a good week and are enjoying learning about these different types of clouds and reading this poem, which is a different type of reading than we've done together this school year. And so, learning about poems, learning about the clouds, talking about with mom and dad, and continuing to read about it today. All right, so first, we always go over our vocabulary words. So let's go ahead and look at this word right here. Say it after me. Say cumulus. Good. Cumulus. Cumulus is a type of cloud, a type of puffy white cloud. So when you see blue skies, those white puffy clouds out in the sky, those are called cumulus clouds. Hopefully you've gotten to go outside and maybe try to find some of those cumulus clouds and see if they look like any shape, animal, or anything really, using your imagination with mom and dad. All right, guys, our next vocabulary word is encircle. Go ahead and say it with me. Encircle. An encircle just means surrounding. So these friends are encircling each other because they're surrounding each other. And these people are encircling the tree because they're surrounding the tree. The next vocab word, say nimbus. Good, nimbus. So nimbus is a different type of cloud, and this cloud is the dark, gloomy, rainy clouds we think of when there's a thunderstorm coming. The next one is prairie. Prairie. Good. So a prairie is just a large grassland, open grassland with no buildings, no houses, nothing like that. And last one, my favorite, which I know you probably know by today because it's Wednesday, but say it with me, splay, and show me your hand. Splay. Splay means to spread out. Like Miss Harmon's spreading out her fingers, I'm splaying my fingers. So just to spread out. You can spread out your toes. Actually, Miss Harmon cannot spread out her toes. Both of my kids can do it, but Miss Harmon can't spread out my toes at all. I can only splay my fingers. I can't splay my toes. All right, my friends, we're going to go ahead and go forward 2 pages. And remember, the title of the poem that we're reading is called Fairweather Clouds. Now, do you guys remember what we were reading about, what Fairweather Clouds was about? Go ahead and take a moment and talk about with mom and dad, and let me know what you guys remember about Fairweather Clouds. What I remember from Fairweather Clouds is that some clouds are cumulus clouds and some clouds are nimbus clouds. So cumulus clouds are those white fluffy clouds, and just looking at those clouds makes me feel happy when I see them. And then the nimbus clouds kind of represents more of that dark, gloomy, sad, rainy cloud, and could possibly represent more like sadness and loneliness and those different types of emotions when you see nimbus clouds. All right, guys, as we're reading today, I want you guys to make sure you guys are following along with your finger, highlighting your vocab words, and thinking about what's the most important details about this poem. What is this poem trying to tell us? What is this poem trying to teach us as Miss Harmon is reading it aloud, okay? And then we're going to be thinking about this main question. What is this poem saying about clouds and weather? Okay, guys? So go ahead and point to picture 1. Now we see here, there's a picture of a prairie, and then there's a picture of the ocean. All right, ready? Follow along. Here, after the thaw, these plains, a green sea encircle me. So yesterday when we read this reading, it was much more direct and much more simple and easy to understand. And now, as we continue to read this poem, it's becoming a little bit more complex with the language and kind of not meaning exactly what it's saying. So we have to think about what it says, and it could be using different types of figurative language, like metaphors or similes, or different ways of explaining things that's a little bit more fancy. That's why I like to think of poems. I think they're really fancy language. All right, I'm going to read the first panel one more time. Here, after the thaw, these plains, a green sea encircle me. So, remember, he's comparing the prairie to a large sea because they're both large. And a prairie is green as a ocean, and the ocean is blue, and it encircles him, so it surrounds him. So as he's laying in this prairie, the green grass is surrounding him or encircling him. Okay. Picture 2. There's that little boy again. Now I tilt my head back. So as he tilts his head back, he's looking up at the sky, right? Looking at the blue sky, the white cumulus clouds, kind of thinking about how this is making him feel. Picture 3, splay my hands. Picture 4, pressing into the fresh waves of prairie. Okay, go ahead and make sure you highlight prairie. So remember when you lay in grass and you kind of move your fingers through the grass, kind of like waves of the ocean, kind of like swimming in the ocean, but swimming or making a snow prairie. So kind of a, not a snow prairie, a grass angel. This harm's silly. A grass angel, right? So moving your hands like a grass angel. Picture 5. Above the sky, the blue field. Picture 6 is thick with piles of cumulus cotton, bright and clean in the sun. So here, right, he says is thick with piles of cumulus cotton. Is there really cotton in the sky? Go ahead and take a second to think about that. No, there's not cotton in the sky. There are clouds in the sky, right? But remember, in the first text that we read, he is saying that the clouds look like cotton because they're puffy and fluffy, just like cotton. So he is calling the clouds in the sky cotton. Picture 7. Later, when they grow gray and nimbus, picture 8, the rain will come. Right? So he's laying out in this field. He's looking up at this blue sky with these white clouds, feeling really happy, thinking about how lucky he is to be in the sunshine. And then all of a sudden, all of these dark gray clouds start to roll in, and that means the rain is coming. So his day could possibly be changing. So he could be having a really good day and possibly then start to have a bad day as these nimbus clouds start to roll in. Okay, guys? And so now I want you guys to think about, what is this poem saying about clouds and weather? Okay, so take a moment, go ahead and pause the video, think about it. What is this poem saying about clouds and weather? All right, guys, welcome back. So hopefully you guys took a minute to talk about with Mom and Dad. What is this poem saying about clouds and weather? What is it telling us? So 1 second, he's looking up and it's blue skies, it's white clouds. And the next minute, he's looking up and there's these dark gray nimbus clouds. So do you think that the weather stays the same or that is always changing? Which one do you guys think? That's right. Weather is always changing. Clouds are always changing. It could be sunny one morning and then rain in the afternoon. Or you can wake up with rain and then it can be sunny in the afternoon. We just never know what the weather is going to be like. It's very unpredictable. And sometimes, like in life, things are unpredictable. And how, we can compare it to our lives right now and how we are doing this distant learning together and how we weren't expecting this to happen, but it happened and now we have come together and we're working hard to make sure that, your brains are still growing while you're at home and safe and healthy. But just knowing that sometimes life, just like weather, can be very unpredictable. Sometimes we know what's coming and sometimes we don't know what's coming. And either way, that's okay. But to really understand that it's important to enjoy those moments that are really happy, those moments that bring you so much joy. I know Miss Harmon talks a lot about what brings you joy, but I think it's really important for you guys to take those moments and really think and be grateful for those moments that really make your heart happy. Whether it be playing a game, whether it be spending time with family, playing with your squishy toys, playing with your princess dolls, your Legos, watching movies, whatever those moments are, just really realizing and taking in the happiness that it brings you. Cooking with Mom and Dad, cleaning with Mom and Dad, whatever it is, spending more time with your family, and just really enjoying those moments because sometimes we don't know what is coming next, similar to weather. All right, my friends. Well, that is all the reading that we have today. Tomorrow, we're going to be reading the full poem and doing a couple activities, talking about the poem and what the poem is saying and what it means. But for the rest of today, I guys want you to think about metaphors and different metaphors that you guys can use in life, similar to this poem. You know how he's saying that the prairie is a green sea and the clouds are cumulus cotton. You know, he's comparing two different things and saying that they're the same. So think about different metaphors that you can be using in at home with mom and dad. And then tomorrow we'll come back and we'll read the full poem and complete the last activities we have. All right, my friends? All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow for Choose Joy Thursday, okay? Have a great night. Bye.